and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Downtown Paphos. We're actually in the Yeraskipu area, and don't worry about these traffic lights going to amber. We'll just go through. In fact, they weren't on red, were they? Now, just before we introduce you to the breakfast crew, I'm going to scare the living daylights out of someone because there's a passenger in the car, and her name is Miss Graciliana Booth.
Oh my goodness, you scared me again, Mr. Paul. What's going on here? Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
And again. So, are you enjoying the little ride, Graciliana Booth?
Especially on this big car.
Yes, we're in a big car today.
Cars.
Yeah, she likes big things, Graciliana Booth does. We're in a big Land Cruiser today. I know it's one of the favourite cars of Mr. Sean, all the way out there in Derbyshire. And hopefully you're sitting there with your beautiful wife, Miss Dawn. And of course, Daisy, the Cypriot cat, and Bobo, the dog. Mr. Allen, flick on the treadmill. Come on, let's get it up to a decent speed, 2 to 3 mile an hour. We're on the flats. Running alongside you on her, well, wheelless bike, as we call them, is the one and only Miss Sally Briers. She's joined the breakfast crew today, and of course we've got a sofa just over there, and we've got a couple of Ronnies on each arm. We've got Viking Ronnie from all the way up in Denmark, originally comes from downtown Israel, and of course on the other arm, the man in charge of all the law and order, we've got my Scottish Gumbarrow partner in crime, Mr. Ronnie Miller. Welcome to the crew. And of course in the middle is the girl in charge of pretty much most things, everything to be honest. She's in charge of promotions, demotions, and of course she runs the head removal services crew, the one and only Dayman. Again, thanks Dayman for the coffees, we really appreciate it. There's a few other members of the cast. We've got Anna Starr, a superstar all the way up in Poland. Thanks very much for the well, the token towards the S-Class. Thanks very much. Miss Labika, again, thank you, and we wish you all the luck in the world with your driving lessons, and hopefully after that you'll go and set up your own YouTube channel and whiz round the lanes of downtown Warwickshire. Now, talking about YouTube, we've just had superstars in town, haven't we, Marika? Yes, who were they?
Andrea and Mart.
Andrea and Mart. They got their own YouTube channel. Again, pop that in the search bar, Andrea and Mart, and you're going to find them partying away in downtown Paphos at the moment. And then slowly but surely, they'll be back to wiggling around the lanes and, well, Norwich City itself. Now, are we missing them? I think we are, to be honest.
We already missed them, and happily they arrived to their motherland, and I wish them all the best in the very beginning of their channel.
Yes, the channel is growing. It's growing quite rapidly. You have to keep with it. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you have to build your audience. It doesn't disappear overnight, and that doesn't matter if you're some ultra famous person either. You've got to build that channel. Starts off with 1 or 2 of you, maybe your friends, and then it'll go up to 10, 20, and then often you'll find little pause around that area. Did you feel that pothole?
If this guy is struggling to go through these potholes, I can imagine what would another car would
Exactly.
say.
As I'm saying, we're in a big Land Cruiser. It's got airmatic suspension, and that pothole, Dizzy Blonde, still tried to eat the rear end of the car. The roads in downtown Paphos, as I understand around most parts of the world, are absolutely Sherlock Holmes. So, Lady so sweet Caroline, get your jumper on the memory foam cushion, and of course, just before you do, pour a glass of the amber nectar for our #1 partner in crime, your partner in crime, that's for sure, the one and only Lord Nigel Big Guns. And I'm wondering what's going on in the kitchen. We've got Miss Vivian, she's making all sorts of things. There's a bit of velvet cake still lying around from the Valentine's special. We've got cheesecake. Of course, that's New York style cheesecake because that's my favourite. We've got cupcakes, special cupcakes actually, and have been commissioned for the one and only King James. Of course, Queen Kyrene, and of course the one and only Princess Darlie. Special cupcakes for you today. So feast your eyes and digest. Where are we now? Well, we're heading down towards Kato Paphos. People familiar with the channel know this road. Miss Maggie, she knows this road. Fiona and Rob, they know the road. Dame Anne knows the road. Of course, a lot of people do. And of course, if you keep going straight, right at the end there is the one and only Olympic Lagoon Resort. And they're having a bit of renovations going on. So watching with Celia and the booth, that's the beauty sitting next to me, has suggested that perhaps we should go and break in the rear entrance and see. Yes, definitely, and see what's going on, because there's a few people wondering, will it be open in time for their holidays in March? And let's hope so. So if you come back for the next episode, that's probably where we're going to be. But for now, we're going to take you down to the Kato Paphos Promenade and the harbour area and show you the beauty and the spectacality of the views. We are, well, we're in the middle of February. Look at the sky, it's blue. Look at the sea. I know you can't see the sea, but I've seen it, and I promise you, you're going to see it very, very soon. That is blue. Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So all that's actually missing is...
you, of course you. So get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because we all are crazily waiting just for you.
There we are. Quite difficult actually to hold the camera at that angle and drive. Totally illegal, obviously, because you know you shouldn't make YouTube videos and drive. But luckily it's an automatic car, so it's quite easy. What hotel's coming up now?
You can use your left hand wherever you want it to be.
That's because I'm left-handed.
Alexander the Great.
There it is, Alexander the Great Hotel. A lot of people are going to party on down in there very, very soon indeed. And more recently, some people did party on down in there. You've got Sir Richard, Miss Julie Nash, and of course, my little mate, although he's not that little, Mr. Leo. Do you remember?
Yes.
They partied around with us, didn't they, for a while?
Boy.
Yes.
Very nice boy.
He's a star, an absolute star, as is his mum and dad.
He liked the ice cream, Oreo.
He did, Oreo ice cream. So don't forget, Leo, when you come back, I'll get you a special helping of the Oreo ice cream.
Oreo in Greek means nice.
Is that what it means?
Yeah.
There we are. See, we're actually becoming an educational channel as well. Of course, well, Julie, we'll get you one of those pink gins, and we'll get a pint or something for Sir Richard. Where are we now? Well, that's our favourite restaurant, which is now reopened. That's the Royal over there on the right-hand side.
Though.
Quite busy. It is quite busy indeed, yeah. I mean, to be fair, the town is quite busy. I think the tourist area is doing very, very well for this time of year. If you look straight in front of you now, that is the Kato Paphos Promenade, and we are in, well, mid-afternoon, shall we say, and the temperature is around about 18 degrees, if you're curious to know, Miss Dawn.
This time last year wasn't so busy, I should say.
No, I think it's busier this year. I think normality is coming back to Paphos. Obviously we had a couple of years of troubles because of the terrible thing called COVID-19, but hopefully that now is over, and hopefully normality of life will start to return, and Paphos is certainly getting busier. And they've done some great improvements, by the way, to the promenade area. They've removed all the little metal posts and all those kind of things, and they've made it pedestrian only. So if you have not been to Paphos before, it'll be a much safer place for you. And if you have been to Paphos before, well, yet again, it will be a much safer place. You haven't got to worry about cars. They're only on the promenade between the hours of 5 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock in the morning. And of course, that's for the bosses to get to work, and of course for deliveries. And that's the big car park over there in the harbour area. So we're going to head down, and I promise you, you're going to get a spectacular view of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and why not come back for a little bit more of our madness. She's stealing my English. Receive the booth, you're stealing my English, honey.
And I would like to tell you many, many thanks for watching. Thanks for coming again and again. We loving you to bits. And please, come back to see another of our madnesses.
And if you'd like to watch the channel grow, why not click through to our About page, where you may want to consider to buy us a coffee or two. And we promise to put that into liquid coffee to keep us awake, and of course into the tank in the idea of diesel or petrol, which allows us to make these videos that you seem to quite like to watch. And if there's somewhere extra special that you'd like us to go, drop it in the comments, and guess what? We'll make it happen, especially for you. That's the taxi rank there on the left hand side in the harbour area. To the rear of that is the big car park area, and as you can see, there's various improvements going on here, there and everywhere. There's cobbles getting built. We'll let these people go across. There we are. We'll get them on YouTube. There we are. Nice English family. She's got a camera going there. See, on a gimbal. So she's obviously a YouTuber as well. There's a few of us in the world, as we come to understand. So we're going to take you out now on this road, and this road going straight takes you out to the downtown Kato Paphos Mall. So if you're going to walk it from the harbour, I'm going to say 10 minutes at a leisurely place. If you're, say, a little bit unfrail, should we say, or you've got a pushchair or something, we'll say 15. But there's plenty of shade on the way, so don't be thinking you're going to cook to death. And someone was asking about the most famous taverna in Paphos, and that could be it there on the left-hand side. Founded in 1955, and everyone says the food in there is truly, truly spectacular. One of these days, I'm going to take Miss Ochingwesiviela Booth. That's the most beautiful woman in the world. That's her, with me, and feed her in that restaurant. There we are.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you the truth opinion of mine.
Yes? Excellent. Have you enjoyed your drive?
Yes, you have to take me when I will be very, very hungry.
Very,
then
very
I'll
hungry.
like everything.
Yes.
I'll be like a hover, eating everything without thinking, is it tasty or not?
And you'll be well fed.
Yes.
Yes?
Of course.
Yes, excellent. Now, talking about gumbarus, I mean, Andrew and Mark, we had great fun with them, by the way, when they're here. And unfortunately, in the summer, they're off to Rhodes. But, I mean, that's unfortunate. What I mean is they're not going to come back and see us. They're going to Rhodes. But we hope they're going to have a great holiday there. And we're looking forward to the videos that they make when they're over there. And talking about YouTubers, some of our friends have got another YouTube channel. That's Mr. Andy and Miss Ness, who works in our kitchen, by the way, helping to serve you, shall we say. And well, their channel is Ness and Andy's Travels. Why not click through on the YouTube search bar and have a look and watch them racing around in the lanes of North Shropshire. And now and again, Miss Nessie wants to improve her Welsh, so they cross into the Welsh borders. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Why not come back for a little bit more of our madness.